Hi, I'm Upwards and welcome to another day in the life with me, and today we're going to be taking out the new Samsung A55 to see what it's really like. The A55 is the successor to the very popular A54, which was at the very top of Samsung's mid-range phones. The Samsung A54 was super popular due to its all-round characteristics and its balance of specs. From the camera to the battery life to the performance, the Samsung A54 was pretty easy to recommend, especially at a price point that didn't hurt your wallet. The Samsung A55 is here to solidify its place as the go-to premium mid-range phone, but we're going to see if the A55 can hold up to that claim. The A55 is slightly updated with a new design that has a bigger display, a premium aluminum finish around the sides, along with a better processor. But other than that, not too much has changed from the last predecessor. So let's see how it does. My plan for today is to get some editing done this morning before I head off to work. My shift starts at 1 PM, so I got plenty of time to get some editing done. I took a quick break to post on my Instagram and test out the performance of the A55 in some of my usual tasks in my day. For general light to medium use, the A55 is very capable. However, when you try to push it a little, it doesn't always keep up. I tried screen recording while using Instagram, and the A55 struggled quite a bit to keep the screen recording and performance running smoothly. So just quickly checking in, it's currently 12:16 and the battery percentage is now at 94%, which is actually pretty awesome. So I'm just going to quickly talk about the performance on the Samsung A55. Currently this year we have been upgraded from the Exynos 1380 to the 1480. We do see a pretty good improvement across the board with the whole chip in general, and so far using the phone it is pretty smooth and pretty quick. Launching apps such as Instagram and YouTube, multitasking between several different apps and going back and forth is all pretty smooth, and so far it hasn't been too laggy or buggy. Now what I do find quite interesting is that even though it has 8GB of RAM, I did try to launch an app that I had used a couple hours ago and it actually reloaded, which is quite surprising. It might have to do more with the battery efficiency rather than the actual RAM management, but to me that's quite interesting from a performance view. Other than that, the Samsung A55 is really quick and snappy. The fingerprint sensor is at a very convenient place and is super quick to unlock the phone, but it's still pretty early in the day, so we're gonna see throughout the day if it can keep up this performance. Alright, now I'm gonna get some lunch before I have to head to work. Watching videos and content on the A55 is quite a good experience. We have an AMOLED display, so color and contrast looks great along with decent brightness in outdoors and indoors. The A55 does have HDR10+ certification, which means you are getting great color accuracy, which is perfect for watching movies. Out of the box, the display is set to vivid, but you can change it to your liking. The display also has an up to 120Hz adaptive refresh rate, which makes navigating the A55 look smooth and fluid. Alright, time to head to work now. This is my colleague Naomi. How are you doing?
Hi, I'm good.
Take a look at this new phone. This is the Samsung A55. Tell me what you think about it.
It's very big. Oh no, it's same size. No, actually I think it's bigger. Wait, this is actually cool.
First impressions, what do you think?
I wouldn't buy it, but it's pretty cool. I wouldn't buy it, but it's nice.
At work, I usually like to play some music on demo speakers. This time I played Magnetic by ill.
Baby, I'm just trying to think.
By 2:35, our battery percentage has gone down to 89%, which is still very impressive. Okay, so just gone on break now. It's 4:29, battery percentage is at 80%, so that is doing pretty well. I'm pretty impressed with the battery so far today, and I'm just gonna go and grab something on my break. Yeah. Which one is it? N35. Okay, got what we need. Let's go. Okay, so I am done for the day now. Now it is 5:20. Battery percentage is at 74%, and I think that's pretty good so far. The battery is pretty good considering that I've been using it the whole day. 74%. Wow, I'm pretty impressed. Okay, bump into my mate Jason right here.
What's up, guys?
And I'm gonna be showing him what I'm testing here.
What is this phone? It's a Samsung what?
A55.
A55.
It's new.
What would you give it out of 10?
Right now, I'm kind of sitting at like an 8 out of 10.
8 out of 10?
For the price.
8 out of 10 for the price?
Because it's like $799.
Damn. Alright, keep watching to see, his final verdict. Like and subscribe, guys.
I'm now back at home and I just realized I haven't really tested out the cameras on the Samsung A55. So that's what I'm going to do right now. Okay, so I'm now testing the A55's back cameras. I'm shooting at 4K 30 FPS, and so far the cameras on the Samsung A55 are pretty decent. Not amazing by any means, but they're a solid pair, and the 50 megapixel and ultra wide lens are pretty usable in most lighting conditions. The macro lens isn't really that useful. It's good for what it serves, but I wouldn't really personally use it for much more than taking a couple close-up shots. Other than that, we do have optical image stabilization, so when you're taking your shots or when you're moving around while filming, things look pretty steady and pretty clear, and I'm pretty happy with the system on the A55. Now, I also wanted to quickly talk about the design of the A55. Now, with this brushed metal finish all around the sides, it makes the Samsung A55 feel a lot more premium. And it also makes it feel a bit more heavier. It's not the most lightest phone, especially when they increase the size, but I actually think it has a really nice heft to it that makes it feel very premium. And the cool thing about this brushed metal finish is that it doesn't actually pick up much fingerprints, and I'm quite surprised because the Samsung and the iPhones with their titanium finish picks up a lot of fingerprints. But I don't know if you can see it on here, but it literally has no fingerprint marks on the sides of the phone, which is really good. The back does pick up a lot of fingerprints as it is still made of glass, and it also picks up quite a bit of dust, as you can see around the camera lens. But other than that, I'm actually really happy with the design of the A55. Now, the bezels around the screen are a bit thick, but they are even, so I'm happy with that. And I do think that the Samsung A55 looks a lot like the S23 FEs, which is, that is the design language that Samsung has been going for, making the cheaper models look a lot in line with their flagship models, just to give that kind of flagship experience, at least from the back. But hey, I think it's cool, and it does really make the whole lineup look more cohesive. Okay, so now we've reached the end of the day, and it's time to take a look at the battery performance to see how the Samsung A55 has handled my day in the life. So currently, it is now 7:24, and our battery percentage is at 66%. Now this is probably one of the best battery percentages I have ended in a day in my life, so I'm pretty happy with the battery so far. But let's quickly take a look at the battery performance and see how the battery usage has been like. So today hasn't been the most heaviest day. We've used about 34%, and the screen on time was 1 hour and 51 minutes. Screen off time was 7 hours and 35 minutes. This was due to having Spotify running while I was at work on the speakers, and I was using data to stream my music while I was at work. Taking a look at the usage, we have Instagram, Spotify, the always on display in YouTube, all taking out the majority of the battery. But I must say that the chip in here is very efficient because only using 34% of the battery after 1 hour and 51 minutes, I think this phone could last maybe 2 or 3 days in fact. So in conclusion, did the Samsung A55 pass my day in the life? Well, in terms of the battery life, it passed with flying colors. And I think in my opinion that the Samsung A55 is a solid contender for the premium mid-range category of phones. The Samsung A55's performance is good enough for media workloads, and I found no issue using my social media apps, and it didn't slow down during the day either. It's great to see that Samsung has managed to pack in a great chip inside this affordable phone,
along with a great display, a decent set of cameras, and a good battery life. Overall, I'm pretty happy with this phone, and I would actually recommend it to a lot of people. Especially like how they have added these little touches such as the aluminum rails to give it a much more premium feeling and a bit more of a flagship experience. The only one thing that I would say is that the bezels do look a bit more thick compared to other phones in this category, but overall I think that the Samsung A55 is a solid choice for anybody who's looking for a premium mid-range phone. Alright, so that wraps up the end of the video. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe to my channel. I'm Upwards, and I'll see you guys in the next one.